Welcome to the show, everyone. It's the Crypto Lark. Today, I'm super excited to sit down with Owen and later on in the chat, Steve from Matrix AI. But Owen, welcome.
Hi, Lark. Hi, everyone. Thank you for your attention about Matrix. I'm Owen.
Absolutely. Well, Matrix is a very exciting project. Now, I want to first start off with probably the thing that attracts the most people to man is the One Belt, One Road project. So, what is the relationship and how is man going to be used with the OBOR?
Okay. We The Matrix project. We have already signed a strategic contract with the One Belt One Road Research Center. So in the future, if the center needs support in the blockchain or the artificial intelligence technologies, we will offer the support to them. Also, we also started to do some work for the One by One Road program. For example, we started to do site digitizing for forest in Laos, which is the one of the 18 programs that our chairman Xi, who visits the southeast, has assigned the programs. One of them, yeah. So in the future, we will do our best to offer the technology support in blockchain and artificial intelligence to the One by One Road program.
Very cool. So, you're working with forestry in Laos. So, what does that actually mean? Does that mean you're registering the trees that are used for export, or how does that exactly work? What is the integration with man?
Because the forest is the one of the traditional assets, right? So if you want to make them circulations more fast, you need to translate them into the digital assets. So we will use our blockchain technologies uh, to to make all the forest assets to be digital assets on our blockchain. Yeah, so then you can just treat them as some numbers. It's very fast.
Yeah, absolutely. It's easy to transfer the ownership of those, and then you can just move the
Yeah.
actual piece of wood to the person that needs to get it later on. What about your partners? I mean, that Laos project, that sounds very interesting, but can you tell me about some of the partners that are already partnered up with Matrix AI?
Matrix has lots of the powerful partners, such as the Hobby Labs. We will build our ecosystem and our community with them together, such as the Smart Mesh. We will work together to design the next generations about the data transaction without internet. Also, we have such as the China Youth Credit. We will build our personal credit system with their help. Also, we have the Beijing Cancer Hospital. We will design our cancer diagnosis system with their data. Yeah, so we have lots of the great partners.
Very cool. Now, you also already have the first DApp that's going to be coming to Matrix. Now, obviously, we're still waiting on the test net to come and the main net much later on, but we already have a DApp planned, and that's the IDA. Can you tell us what is that?
IDA, I'm not sure IDA will be the first step
Hmm.
on our network because at the same time we also started to develop 2 or 3 dApps by ourselves. Yeah, so maybe IDA will be the first one, maybe not. IDA is IDA is a site digitizing system. IDA's work is to translate the traditional assets into the digital assets. And this is IDA. Yeah.
So
So
this is
maybe
exactly
if
what we were
we,
just talking about with the forestry example.
yeah.
Okay, cool. And so, by the way, what are the dApps that you're developing?
We are developing. Maybe I'm not sure. I
You're not
probably
allowed to
I'll tell you
say
or not.
yet? That's fair enough.
Yeah,
Fair enough. Fair
maybe.
enough.
Yeah.
Now,
Because I can't tell you all the details in the room, but because our marketing directors asked me to do them as their schedules. Yeah,
fair
sorry for
enough.
that.
Fair enough. Well, we'll be watching for those updates to come. Now we know the updates are coming, so now we have to watch for them. What about this Meta Union Alliance? This was announced recently. Who are the partners, and what are you giving to this alliance, and what do you get from this alliance?
Uh, Meta Union is based by full public chain project. M is Matrix, E is Ella OS, yeah. T is the trust node, and the A is A chain. Yeah. Because we are familiar with each other, and we found maybe we can work together to make our technologies more better and make our communities more powerful and bigger. Yeah, so we organized this union. We want to work together to for the blockchain 3 point industry. We wish to work together to make that happen quickly. Yeah.
Very cool. It's definitely an exciting alliance. I mean, those are some of the most exciting names right now in the blockchain
Yeah.
cryptocurrency space. Elastos and A-Chain and, Matrix AI. So that's all very, very encouraging to see all of you trying to work together to have better
Yeah.
outcomes later on. I want to talk about your marketing strategy. There are so many blockchains. It's actually kind of crazy at this moment. So how is
Yeah.
man going to step above everyone else and really capture an audience and capture the market?
In fact, if because the public chains is something like operation system. So if you want to make it successful, at first you need to attract the developers. Developers is most important for every public chain at the very beginning. So if you want to make more developers come to your public chain to build their applications, you need to do two things. The first one is make them feel easier to build applications on your public chains. So that we make lots of the interface and the tools for the developers, make them to feel easier to build applications on our public chain. Also, we have we have a feature we call it intelligent contract, right? So the developers come to our public chains. It's easier for them to build their contract. So we it has lots good interface, has lots of the basic tools, also the intelligent contract that will make the developers feel easier to build their application on our chain. The second part is if you want to attract more developers to our chains, you need to show them uh, they can gain a big success on your chain. So we uh, we started uh, uh, we started alliance called the global blockchain games alliance. Yeah, we have also signed more than 100 powerful game companies. Yeah, who want
It's
to
a pretty
build
good way to
blockchain
start.
governance. Yeah. So in we have 100 companies when we will chosen the best one to invest in to make their blockchain games to be on our public chain. Yeah. So we think a blockchain game will be a great started, and one successful one will bring us millions of users, and we believe that one some of them will be very successful. That will be a very good case for all the developers to attract them to our chain. Yeah.
And thank you so much for sitting down to talk with us. So stay around for the second part where Steve and I dive into the technology. So thank you so much, Owen.
Thank you, Lark. See you.
Really exciting to have on today Steve from Matrix. Steve, welcome.
Thank you. My pleasure to be here.
Now, I want to dive into, I guess, the tech and the way Matrix works a little bit. So I want to start off with the natural language contracts. So tell me about these, and can you tell me what are the challenges in actually making this work?
Yeah, so the first thing is that it's difficult to write a program for smart contracts. So you have to learn how to program before you can use that. That's something unfortunate for most users. So we come up with the idea that we use natural language to design smart contract, and we use something like smart contract synthesis to automatically generate smart contract programs from the user intention. That's something we want to do. Of course, the challenge is huge, because the first thing is that the natural language is it's uncertain. It contains a lot of uncertainties. So we can use for instance, we can use same expression to indicate different things. We can also use different expressions to speak the same thing. So we have to identify the invariability inside this language descriptions. The second thing is that human defined, the human language is error prone. It certainly contains a lot of potential errors. So our technology, which is we use AI-enabled pattern-based approach. Basically, we based on our analysis on a large number of smart contract programs, especially those Ethereum programs. We extract commonly used patterns inside different smart contracts. We then come up with coding for these patterns. Then we come up with we will construct so-called library for smart contract patterns. Then we use AI-based techniques. Basically, it's a deep learning-based technique to extract the basics, the elements of transactions inside human language descriptions. Then we organize patterns based on these user intentions. So after that, we can come up with a new program which should meet the requirements of user-defined intentions, something like that. So it's complicated techniques, but looks like it could work.
It's a very compelling idea, because if it does work, that changes the whole structure of smart contracts. No longer is it necessary to go and learn Solidity in order to be able to program. It's going to be a very easy process, and I think that's a real barrier for cryptocurrencies to overcome and blockchain to overcome, is to make it user-friendly as possible, of course.
Yes, that's our dream. And currently we have a team of five people, including three PhDs. They are working on that, and hopefully we can have a prototype, working prototype in the end of this year.
Wow, cool.
Yeah, previously we planned to make it work by the next April, but now looks like we are making progress, and it could finish earlier.
Nice. Artificial intelligence. How exactly is Matrix AI using AI? And I guess I want to expand. So start off with that, and I got a few extra questions to follow up.
So basically, we use AI in almost every places inside the blockchain, Matrix blockchain. First, we use AI-based random clustering techniques to generate the supernodes, because Matrix depends on a set of 21 supernodes. But these supernodes cannot always be supernodes, because if we do that, this will be centralized blockchain. So we randomly choose these supernodes. So it's AI techniques. The second thing that, just as we mentioned before, we use AI to identify the user intentions for transaction, so we can come up with programs for smart contracts. The third thing that we also use AI to identify loopholes inside the smart contract. And we also use a generative adversarial network-based techniques to fix the bugs inside the smart contract. The last thing that Matrix blockchain will be organized a supercomputer. So the mining function is actually an AI based learning procedure. So when you do the mining, you are actually training different deep neural networks or Bayesian networks, something like that. So everything of Matrix is designed around AI and enabled by AI.
A lot of people are kind of scared of artificial intelligence. What do you see as being some of the big dangers of artificial intelligence, and what do you see as being the big advantages of artificial intelligence?
Let me start with the advantages. The advantage of AI is that it liberates a human being from those labor-intensive works. It saves us our effort, so we can focus on something our human could really good at. So that's an advantage. Many people now are talking about the danger, the risks of AI to endanger human beings, but I think it's still far away, because our human brains are superior in handling different uncertainties. But current AI, they can only handle a very specific, very explicitly defined task. So AI is far from human brains. So we still have a long way to go. So I think in the next 10, 20 years, we do not need to worry about AI. We should just focus on how to make AI better.
Mm-hmm. It's a question that is for maybe the next generation of developers to work on.
Yeah.
Now, you guys are currently doing 50,000 transactions per second on the test net, which is great. Yes. And the overall goal is to achieve 1 million transactions per second. Now,
that's quite challenging. Yeah,
it's absolutely quite challenging. And I feel like running on a test net, 50,000 transactions, a bit easier because it's a closed network. Yeah. But how are you actually going to try to achieve 1 million transactions per second? And how are you, what is your secret ingredient that lets you get 1 million transactions per second when Ethereum's stuck on 15?
Actually, the idea is actually quite simple. We use the idea like supernodes. So basically, in Bitcoin network, there are 1 million nodes involved in the transaction verification. So the P2P delay, the peer-to-peer delay is huge inside this process. That's a big reason. That's a major reason leading to the slow transactions for Bitcoin. In our Matrix blockchain, we only have 21 supernodes at the top. So all the transactions, firstly, they just go through these 21 supernodes. So the peer-to-peer delay is significantly removed, actually. So the transaction can be super fast. But we have to reselect these 21 supernodes in a periodical manner. Otherwise, it's unfair. So it's not it's centralized. So we have to do that. And another advantage of the MEN is that during the selection process, we actually vote for these 21 supernodes. So the voters for each supernode will constitute a group of workers. So each supernode has a group of workers. When we do a transaction, if one node cannot handle something like 50,000 transactions per node, this node can allocate the transaction workload to his voters. So all the voters they work together in collaborative manner. So we can have a very high throughput of handling transactions. And the good thing that the large number of network nodes, the higher throughput we can achieve. So that's actually a very simple idea.
Yeah, absolutely. And I like that there is that focus on decentralization, even though there will only be 21 supernodes, but they're periodically changed. So that takes away the power of any one group working together. And will the those 21 supernodes, will they be public? Or will they be anonymous? Will they know who each other are so they can work together? Or
they are public. We know who are these 21 nodes, but as we mentioned before, it's periodically selected. So you're thinking of they can work together. They can secretly work together. So actually, that's a good question and a good point. Actually, during our selection process, we have 21 supernodes. We also have 11 monitoring nodes or supervision nodes. These 11 nodes, they do not get involved in the transaction, but they watch the behaviors of all other supernodes. So by the suspicious patterns or suspicious something fishy for these 21 nodes, then they if we make sure something fishy really happens, so we can roll back the whole transactions, something like that. So we have a supervision mechanism along with the supernodes. Yeah.
That's cool. I like the idea of the supervision nodes, the nodes watching the network. I like it.
Yeah.
Now you've got to focus on useful mining instead of just crypto mining. I know everyone's always talking about how Bitcoin uses so much energy and that it's a real problem. And well, that's a conversation to have, but you're actually putting that computing power to doing useful things. So what are the useful things that you're going to do?
Yeah, actually, in our implementation, we use two different mining mechanisms. One is the training for deep neural networks. The other is the MCMC-based Bayesian computations. So actually, the idea is similar. So we have 21 supernodes, and each node has a group of voters. So during the mining process, so each supernode will get workload from a public portal. People can publish their deep neural networks and applications on that portal. So one supernode, actually every supernode will get work from that portal. Then the distributed the training workloads to its voters. So every trainer will get some batches of data and the whole network and the whole model of the deep neural network. Then we do the training process in a distributed manner. So the gradient will be merged together and redistributed to different workers. So finally, the whole thing is just we train a neural network. So for these 21 supernodes, they are competing for the winning of this training process. So winner, which has a higher recognition accuracy, will win the rewards during for this mining process, something like that. So everything is useful. So we do the mining. The mining can generate value in the crypto world, and on the other hand, the mining process is real world applications. So we also generate value in the real world. So that's something we're doing now.
I think it's an important thing. If you have all this computing power, why not use it?
Yeah. It's interesting because currently we are building larger and larger supercomputers, but eventually nobody can afford to build such a huge computing facility. So in the future, only blockchain could organize so much computing power together and make it useful for human beings. So that's a dream they're pursuing.
Okay, so what about some use cases? Where do you see man actually being used? So what are the applications for it?
Currently, we are working on actually three applications. One is the AI-based medical diagnosis application. Basically, this does not involve the in-depth detail of blockchains. Basically, we just use our AI technology to perform medical diagnosis. Basically, with medical images, we can identify if somebody has something like a bad tumor, something like that. And the only thing that the transaction, the payment has to be made on top of the Matrix blockchain. The first application. The second thing that we are collaborating with the China government to build the blockchain infrastructure for different what do I say government departments. Owen may have more details for this. The third thing is that currently we're collaborating with a few banks to build the smart investment solutions based on our AI techniques as well as blockchain technologies. Because with blockchain you have a trustworthy data, and with AI you can make smart decisions. So currently we have 3 applications under development.
Awesome. And what about user data, by the way? So how will man protect user data on your blockchain?
Actually, that's a very, very good question. For medical data, actually, it's what do I say? It's we just know we do not know the identity of the patients who generated this data. We only know these are the images, and these are a code for this patient. So it's totally, what do I say, desensitized, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, only if I have my private key to access that information, I can get it. But otherwise, the blockchain just sees a data packet, so to speak, but they don't know what's in that packet.
Yeah. And actually, that's a good thing for blockchain, because we are using deep learning as a mining function. So every node will have its private data. Other nodes will not see that data, but still we can do the training. So the training is based on all the data distributed on this network. But every node only knows its own data.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay, final thought for you. When is it all going to be working? What's the roadmap? How long until we see man, running all the hospitals and everything in China, for example?
Actually, our first main time node is September 30th. We'll have a test blockchain. So in the next April, April of 2019, we'll have a smart contract, everything. For basically, it's a working blockchain at that time. So in the next half year, it's our time to develop the mining hardware as well as applications. So I think by the end of next year, you will see a large number of applications running on Matrix. But for Matrix to be accepted by all China hospitals, I guess it will take some time.
Fair enough. It's a big goal. There must be a lot of hospitals. Yeah. Awesome. Steve, thank you so much for taking the time to sit down and chat with us. This has been really interesting.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Thanks so much for watching the video. Let me know what you think about Matrix AI in the comment section down below. Help our community grow by sharing this video around the internet. Join the conversation over on Twitter. Thumbs up the video. Long live the blockchain. And peace out till next time.